Essence Empowerment Journey, Day 34. I'm going to give everyone just a few minutes to get logged on and get ready, and then we'll open up the workshop with a prayer.
Blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed to have everything available in your will. Blessed to overcome my flesh, it be giving me chills. Blessed to see humility get destroyed and rebuilt. My wife's womb is blessed, even though we lost to revelation, a blessing. The situation was awful. A weapon form, my wife almost lost her light, but I called you. When she woke up, guess that demon got his throat cut. Relationship tribulations, they almost broke us. Formerly under pressure, I wasn't solid, I would fold up. Scared to stand on what I said I believe. But you know what? Blessings come down when faith and obedience go up. Blessings, 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 blessings.
Oh, it's bringing me joy. Blessings. Oh, I receive blessings. Oh, it's bringing me joy. Blessings. Oh, I receive.
All right, you guys. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting. I'm ready to go ahead and roll on into our workshop for today. We are on day 34 as stated. So let's go ahead and get opened up in prayer. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful unto thee, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful for this new day. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, for another opportunity for us to become more divinely aligned with you. I am grateful for the opportunity, Abba Yahuwah, to maximize our potential. And I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, that you, Abba Yahuwah, never leave us nor forsake us. I am grateful for your divine guidance and divine protection that you give to each of us. Let us be receptive right now, Abba Yahuwah, of the word as it goes forth, so that we may receive from you what is necessary for us to produce a bountiful harvest, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, that you forgive us, Abba Yahuwah, according to your tender kindness, your love and mercies and tender kindness, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, for your tender mercies and love and kindness, Abba Yahuwah. You are great and greatly to be praised. I worship you. I give you all the glory, honor, and praise. I give you, Abba Yahuwah, all the glory and honor and praise, Abba Yahuwah. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart and mind be acceptable in thy sight, Abba Yahuwah, my strength and my Redeemer. I am grateful for every person who is present, Abba Yahuwah, on the workshops and on each platform, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful for our members, participants, our volunteers, our entire team, Abba Yahuwah. Let us continue, Abba Yahuwah, to bring you glory by manifesting the kingdom of heaven here on the earth realm and fulfilling the purpose and callings that you have on our lives, using our gifts and talents, Abba Yahuwah, to bring you glory. It is to you, Abba Yahuwah. You are my salvation, and I pray unto thee, and I give thanks unto thee each and every day. So be it, so it is, so it shall be. All right. So now that we have gotten the prayer done, you guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the presentation. As I stated to you, this is the Soul Essence Empowerment Journey. This is our journey to greater mental, emotional, and spiritual health, brought to you by Images, where we are imparting motivation, achieving goals, and expecting success each and every day. We are on day 34. Temperance is the characteristics for day 34. Now, temperance, let me backtrack just 1 second. I do want to make sure that everybody who is on, because each day we seem to have new people, with this particular workshop, this is our journey to greater mental, physical, and emotional health. And we attain that by fasting from, rejecting, crossing out, letting go of any of our negative characteristics, habits, all of that. We're being accountable for our actions now. We're not placing blame on anybody else. We're looking deep inside ourselves so that we can become a better person, because that's the only person that we have the ability to change is ourselves. And as each of us make the positive changes within ourselves and be the change that we wish to see in this earth realm, then we'll begin to impact those around us, right, in a positive way. And we'll also begin to allow them to see us as an example so that they may change as well. Now, each day we get one characteristic and we get one theme. All right. This workshop, the way it works is you get 30 minutes of a presentation and you get 30 minutes to do your journaling assignments. All of that together totals out to 1 hour of your day that you are putting forth the effort and energy to internalize information within yourself, to let go of things that no longer serve you or your greatest good or even your protection. And we are then restoring in its place something better. All right. These characteristics, we implement them each day. The things we implement them each day that we go over. So you have the characteristic for day 34, which is temperance. And you also have the theme for day 34, which is prioritizing. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to go into prioritizing a little bit so that we all can understand how prioritizing correlates with our characteristic of temperance, okay? And once we see how prioritizing correlates with temperance, we're able to better implement the information that we are getting, right? Because we have a stronger understanding. So there is a quote, right? It states, if then you are wise, you will show yourself rather as a reservoir than a canal. A canal spreads abroad water as it receives it, but a reservoir waits until it is filled before overflowing. And thus, without loss to itself, it shares its super abundant water. That's powerful. We're going to go back through it one more time because I need you guys to feel what I am saying so deeply that you gather the understanding and are even able to implement the principle into your life, because even the scriptures tell us that we are to give from the overflow that Abba Yahuwah has given us, all right, from the overflow. So we were created to be a reservoir, all right. Again, the quote, if then you are wise, you will show yourself rather as a reservoir than a canal. A canal spreads abroad water as it receives it, but a reservoir waits until it is filled before overflowing. And thus, without loss to itself, it shares its superabundant water. All right. When we are divinely aligned with Abba Yahuwah, when we are plugged into source, when we are filled up to the overflow, there is no way for us to be in a place of lack, because Abba Yahuwah is our shepherd. So when we stay plugged up to the source, we have everything we need. And from that super abundant, right, provision of power that we have, we begin to be filled up to the overflow. And with that overflow, we bless the lives of other people. Now, in the scriptures, Paul told Timothy that no soldier in an active service should entangle himself in the affairs of everyday lives. This makes you wonder if he had any idea of what today's world was going to look like. Because doing is the normal mode of the Western society. The culture is one of constant interaction, both at work and with friends and at family, even at home. You know, information and new ideas flood in from all over the globe, which can be invigorating to our thought lives, sparking dreams and plans for the future. But it can also mean taking on way too much and ending up with mediocre results or being overwhelmed, right? Being so overwhelmed that you feel constantly defeated. So we want to avoid that. The discipline of choosing and prioritizing prevents the entanglement that Paul had in mind. It frees your mind and your heart to focus on what Abba Yahuwah, our mighty one, has put there. Productivity guru David Allen says that we are, and I quote, allowing in huge amounts of information and communication from the outer world and generating an equally large volume of ideas and agreements with ourselves and others from our inner world. And we are not well equipped to deal with this huge number of internal and external commitments, end quote. All right. So in other words, we have to learn to say no, even to some good things. It takes this disciplined thinking to make choices and create boundaries that leave space and time in our lives for the things that are truly important. Now, temperance, moderation, and self control helps free us from this instant gratification mindset, wanting what we want and wanting it now, right? Exercise, for an example, will get quickly set aside when you feel short on time and the instant result of the healthy lifestyles is not right in front of you. The same happens even more with prayer, right? But that's the opposite of what we should be doing. Now, Dr. Caroline Leaf concludes that toxic emotions experienced by this busy rush syndrome actually causes disruptions to the autonomic nervous system and leads to a myriad of health problems like coronary disease, arrhythmia, right, which you guys know is having an erratic heart rhythm. If not, that's what a rhythm arrhythmia is. That's why Fortune 500 CEOs are 3 times more likely than others to exercise because they know that exercise reduces stress and boosts their energy. Let's challenge ourselves, right? Challenge your excuses for what you do and don't prioritize. How's what do you think? Put it in the chat, you guys, some ways that you think you can challenge your excuses for what you do and don't prioritize. Put it in the chat, all right? Let me see what you guys have to say about it. Now, we have one mother who defined the word excuse, and this is what she said. And I quote, "Son, an excuse is nothing but a lie stuffed inside the skin of a reason." An excuse is nothing but a lie stuffed inside the skin of a reason. Plans and schedules are very important, you guys, but we can't be chained to them. Opportunities are seldomly scheduled, right? So we have to leave some space in our agenda to allow Abba Yahuwah to interrupt our plans because we are here to do the will of Abba Yahuwah, right? It can be disconcerting. I guess that's a good word. It can be disconcerting to not have every minute allotted for and every minute of your day consumed with doing. Because we are known, there's another quote that says that we are afraid of emptiness, but Abba Yahuwah wants to dwell in our emptiness. We are afraid of the one thing that is necessary to receive the presence of Abba Yahuwah. Right? If you believe that the all-powerful, all-present, mighty Yah is present with you everywhere that you are, never leaves you, never forsakes you, and is ready to speak and act on your behalf, then give your mind the opportunity to talk to Abba and invite Yahuwah into your situations. The highest priority on our list must always be staying connected, staying plugged in to the divine presence of Abba Yahuwah, our mighty one, and listening to Abba Yahuwah's still small voice. It's hard to take all of the events that come bombarding at us, rushing in each and every day, and deciding what will make what we are going to make a priority. However, a good quote from Dallas Willard that will help with this, right? So Dallas Willard says that the world shouts and the Most High Yah whispers. The world shouts, but the Most High Yah whispers. Life is an adventure, but too many things on your mind, too many irons in the fire can eventually put out the fire. You get burned out that way. So let's learn to prioritize. Now, I am a multitasker by nature. I am multifaceted. I do a lot of things. However, I even I implement prioritizing because it is important. Stephen Covey has a quote that says the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. You don't hear much about the characteristic of temperance these days because temperance is sort of an old-fashioned word that is defined as moderation in action, thought, or feeling, restraint, habitual moderation in the indulgence of the appetites or passions. However, today we are going to talk about temperance a little more. Now we see exactly how our theme of prioritizing connects with our characteristic of temperance. Ephesians 2:2-3 says, yes, in the past you lived the way the world lives, following the ruler of the evil powers that are above the earth. The same spirit is now working in those who refuse to obey the Most High Yahuwah Elohim. In the past, all of us lived like them, trying to please our sinful selves and doing all things our bodies and minds wanted. Temperance, again, that moderation in action, thought, feeling, and restraint. Habitual moderation in the indulgence of the appetites or passions, right? We have actually spoken a great deal about taming the appetites as a central purpose for this Soul Essence Empowerment series, as we were fasting from negative habits and character traits, making no provisions for indulging the flesh, as Romans 13:14 says, and abstaining from worldly desires, which war against the soul. 1 Peter 2:11 from the NLT tells us that as well. Now, temperance is one of the 7 attributes that we are told to add to our faith in 2 Peter 1:5-7. And one of the 9 fruits of the Spirit that Paul wrote to the Galatians about in Galatians 22:23. Now, 2 Peter 1:5-7 says, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. 2 Peter 1:5-7. You guys make sure that you are reading these scriptures for yourself as well. Galatians 5:22-23 states, but the fruit of the Ruach or Spirit is love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith, temperance, meekness, and long suffering. Against such there is no law. And we understand that long suffering means slow to anger. Okay. It doesn't mean just stay somewhere suffering, subjecting yourself to that type of abuse. It means you're slow to anger. All right. Galatians 5:22-23. Then Galatians 5:22-23 in the Amplified version. I like the Amplified because sometimes it gives for those who are freshly starting to read the scriptures for themselves. It helps to develop a better understanding. But the fruit of the Ruach and Spirit, the result of his presence within us, is love, unselfish concern for others, joy, inner peace, patience, not the ability to wait, but how we act while we're waiting, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things, there is no law. All right. So our final point for today, you guys, great leaders have fallen because of their lack of self-control. Accomplished men and women of the Most High Yahuwah Elohim have compromised their faith and ministry simply because they were unable to exercise restraint. Do not use your lack of moderation or self-restraint in some area and let it keep you from your better self. All right. We're going to cross out this lack of moderation. We're going to increase in moderation and increase in self-restraint so that we can become our better selves. And if we have to take it in steps, because the present is the only thing that we have, the past is gone, the future is not yet here, but we have the present. The present is a gift. And so presently, what we are doing is striving to be a better person we were today, right now, than the day before. All right. Here's a quote by Charles Kingsley, which says, being forced to work and forced to do your best will breed in you temperance and self-control. diligence and strength of will, cheerfulness and contentment, and 100 virtues with which the idle will never know. Now, your action steps for journaling. Those of you who have the workbook, you guys know that the workbook is fashioned so that you have a space to write your journaling assignment. Your journaling assignment is in essay form. It's one page written, no spaces, you guys. Everyone who has to turn in this written assignment knows to send it to imagesgso@gmail.com. If you don't know, now you do. Send your written essay journaling paper as an attachment to imagesgso@gmail.com. If you have the workbook, then you know how convenient it is even to go back and reflect on each day's lesson. There's sometimes we need to remember. Sometimes we may not catch and grasp things. A lot of people are on the workshop doing other things, working and things like that. The workbook is a great way for you to go back and recover information that you may not have gotten, and you have it to refer back to and reflect on after the workshop is over. However, if you don't have it, just take a screenshot of this page so that you're able to do your journaling assignment. Either way, we're going to get it done, all right? So the first action step for journaling is examine your life. Where might the enemy have a foothold in the door of your soul, causing you to stumble in some area? Examine your life. Where might the enemy have a foothold in the door of your soul, causing you to stumble in some area? The second action step for journaling is, what can you do to clean house in order to make sure that you are temperate in all things? Remember, temperate in all things. What might your little excesses say to others about you? One more time, just to make sure you got it. Action step 1, examine your life. Where might the enemy have a foothold in the door of your soul, causing you to stumble in some area? Action step 2, what can you do to clean house in order to make sure that you are temperate in all things? What might your little excesses say to others about you? All right. Our final proverb for this day of the Soul Essence Empowerment Journey is coming from Proverbs 16:32. Moderation is better than muscle, self-control better than political power. All right, you guys, thank you for joining us for the Images Soul Essence Empowerment Workshop, brought to you again by Images, where we are imparting motivation, achieving goals, and expecting success each and every day. If you need to contact us, you can do so by text or call 336-528-4833. If you are on social media, like, subscribe, share, interact with us on our pages. We are at Images GSO on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram. Images GSO is all conveniently here on the screen for you to see. Also, if you need to send any written correspondence, which would also definitely include this journaling assignment, for this workshop, as well as any other written assignments, you send your written assignments in as an attachment to the email at imagesgso@gmail.com, imagesgso@gmail.com, to find out more about our program, services, events, what we offer, how you all can take part and participate in things outside of this workshop. Then come to our website. Make sure you send your family, friends, all the people that you know to our website, which is imagesempowerment.org, imagesempowerment.org. And again, everything is on the screen for you to see for your convenience. We'll close out in prayer, and then I will go back and answer any questions that remain once I end the recording, you guys. All right. So Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful again for another day, another successful workshop. I am grateful for all the participants who took the moments out of their day, Abba Yahuwah, to receive a word, Abba Yahuwah, and who are diligently striving to be their best version of themselves, their highest self, Abba Yahuwah, their most aligned, divinely aligned self, Abba Yahuwah, and maximizing all the potential. So walking in the fullness of what you created us and commissioned us to do here in the earth realm. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful for each and every one of us, Abba, and I am grateful that you have been there for us, Abba. I just simply ask now that as we part from the workshop, Abba Yahuwah, that you cover each and every one of us and our loved ones in that divine guidance and divine protection that you have so graciously and mercifully given to us. It is to you, Abba Yahuwah, who is my salvation, that I pray, praise, and worship, and I am grateful, Abba. So be it, so it is, so it shall be. All right, you guys. So, as I stated, if you have any further questions, concerns, or comments, we can get them answered now that we are at the end of our workshop. You guys know that you get 30 minutes of the presentation, and then the other 30 minutes you get to journal. That's how you get your complete hour. Remember that you have to turn in your assignment in order to receive credit for the hour. If you have any questions, contact Images with the information that you see here on the screen. And thank you guys for joining us today. We'll see you on the next workshop.